Hey guys, it's Simon here and we're back in Minecraft. Now it's been a while since the last Minecraft video, and if you're wondering why, it's because of Skyrim. Skyrim is an awesome game. You should play Skyrim instead of watching me play Minecraft, because Skyrim is an awesome game. If you've played Skyrim already, you should play it again because it's awesome. And think about the architecture in that game anyway. So let's see, the last time we had a farm here. We got pumpkins and melons and wheat. And last time we had sheep and dye, and I said I'm gonna do a cactus farm and a sugarcane farm. Well, here it is. I've kept it simple. I mean, there's a lot of automation that you can do, but I've decided not to do any of that because, you know, really I don't use very much cactus or sugarcane. I'm just growing it just for the sake of having it. So the sugarcane, I guess I'll start with the simple stuff. Sugarcane is really simple. It's just like this. And I've just planted it, so it hasn't grown yet. So underneath the half cobblestone slab things is the water, because the sugarcane can only be planted next to water. And I didn't really want to have pits of water, because then when you harvest the sugarcane, like when you punch it out, I don't want it to fall in the water and then you have to walk into the water and then jump back out to get all the sugarcane and all that. And so I've decided to put the water, you know, underneath these things so that you can just walk over it, and then when you harvest it, you can punch all the sugarcane out, at least at this level. And none of it will fall into the water, and you can just walk across, and it just makes collecting the stuff a little bit easier instead of having, you know, pits of water everywhere. So that's fairly simple, nothing special. I mean, you can automate all this stuff with pistons and all that, but yeah, as I said, I don't really use much of this stuff anyway. Now for the cactus, there is some piston thing going on. I'll press it and I'll show you. So the buttons are here. So let's see. So, well, I've got Optifine. Okay, there we go. The pistons, the graphics glitches out a little bit when you use them with Optifine, it seems like. Anyway. So the pistons are there. Hopefully, there we go. You can see that. Yeah, you can see the lighting and then the glitches and all that. But that's just because of Optifine. So when you press it, it pushes the cobblestone. They're actually there. Hold on. There. It pushes these blocks in the middle up, and then when the cactus has blocks next to it, then they all fall apart by themselves. So yeah, so the cactus, I've got that going on, and I'll show you how that works right now. So as you can imagine, there's the cobblestone, there's a sticky piston right underneath it pointing upwards, and then the button is there. And so underneath here is the circuitry. So that's all that there. So let's see, let's go into the middle. So this is, I guess, a little bit more complicated than it really needs to be, and I'll explain why. So the button is up there. When you press the button, it activates that piston. And it, actually I should have left the cactus. Anyway, it activates that piston and it pushes this block out here. Now keep that in mind. So here's a torch, a redstone torch, and an activated wire. And activating this block, which causes this redstone torch to be off. And then this redstone torch leads into these blocks, and the pistons, the sticky pistons, are right above here to push the block against the cactus and to make the cactus drop off. So I use a torch here. So underneath, I mean above this one and this one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and those two. So there's 7 of them. So those are the pistons above there, and so when I press that button, imagine if this block moves forward, it'll do that, and it'll activate this because it cuts off this circuit here. So that turns off, which in turn makes this go on, and that activates all of these pistons on this side. and it's the same for the other side, and it's the same for this side as well, so it's mirrored both ways. So there's buttons on that side and buttons on that side, so either way you can push the buttons and it'll activate one side of the pistons, and it'll make all the cactus on that side drop off, so we can go up and then we can see. Oops. Wow. Okay, we go up here and we can see, because I activated those pistons just now, you can see that the cactus have all dropped off here. Now I said it was a little bit complicated than needed to be, and if you use redstone you might wonder, well, why have the piston and the redstone torches? Why not just have the pistons connected directly to the button? Well, the reason for that is the buttons here, actually, should I guess I can do this. So the redstone is there, so when you press the button it will activate. You can activate the redstone wire underneath the block the button is on, but that's about it. And if you want, actually let me come down, if you want the wire to extend, you have to put the wire there. Not explaining very well. Actually, maybe I should just grab some things and show you that way. Yeah, let me just go grab a button and then I'll build something and show you. So anyway, the point is, if I want the button to be on that block and then to have it flat everywhere else, then I need to do that, because the wire, there's not enough space to just put the wire down and to lead it out. And that's the main reason, and if you want to see it, then I'll show you now. Let's just grab some redstone. Here we go. And let's find some space and eat. Alright, so let's pretend. Okay, so we have that, and then we have a block above it. Oops. A block above it. Oh, I should make another one, because I can't dig down here. There's actually a gap underneath here. So imagine, oops, we have that, and imagine if the button is on here, right? It'll activate this wire here, but if I want to lead the wire out, I'll need to do that, and then I cannot put a block there. It will have to be above here, so the button will be here, and imagine if the ground level is there, the button is there, and I need, there's not enough space here, and even if I lead the wire down and I want the ground level completely flat around, this place, then when I do that, it cuts the wire off, so the wire can't lead out. If I want the ground to look like that, to just have the column up there and then have the ground level here flat completely and nothing around it, which is what I wanted. So I hope that makes sense, because then the wire doesn't actually join if you flatten that out, and you can't lead it straight down and everything else. So just for the sake of having the ground look a bit better, I've had to make the circuit a bit more complex than it would otherwise be. Anyway, that's the issue there. So I think that's about it for this video. I mean, it's not very much, as I said. I've been playing Skyrim a lot, as in a lot. I think I'm about 150 hours in, and I haven't actually visited all of the cities yet. I mean, if you've played Skyrim, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I built that in a few hours. And I guess the next thing will be the sheep, but I still want to play more Skyrim, so maybe there won't be as many Minecraft videos as some of you would prefer, but sorry about that. More important things to do, like playing Skyrim. Skyrim is awesome, by the way, you should play it. I can't say that enough. Yeah, anyway, so coming back here, so back to what I was saying before. If I wanted to just connect the piston straight to the wire, you know, I can't put that block there, and so then, yeah, everything doesn't fit quite well. Or everything doesn't fit quite as well, so then I have to use the pistons and make a slightly more complex circuit. Anyway, that's that. And you'll notice there's less lag. And I've actually changed the Optifine version I'm using. The previous few videos I've been using the multi-threaded version of Optifine, and I think what that does is it uses both of my CPU cores, and so then it interfered with the recording because it was using both cores for the game, whereas now I'm using a single core version or a single thread version of Optifine, and so then I'm guessing one core is being used for the game and then the other core is being used for fraps, so then they don't interfere with each other, and then so there's a lot less lag. See, even with all the sheep I'm not lagging at all. So I guess, you know, if you're not recording then or you have more than 2 cores in your CPU, then maybe the multi-threaded version of Optifine will work better for you. But because, you know, I'm on a dual core and I want to record, so, you know, I'll keep Minecraft on one thread and record on fraps with the other, and that's a lot better. Like, I like how smooth it is. So yeah, okay. If anyone was wondering why I was lagging so much, I've figured it out. Yeah, so enough rambling from me. That's the Cactus and Sugarcane farm. As I said, pretty simple because I don't really use these materials anyway. I don't expect to need very much of it, so it doesn't need to be very efficient. Same as the pumpkins and all that. Like, I haven't automated any of this stuff because I don't expect to use very much of it anyway. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video, which might be a few weeks away. Well, it depends. Depends what I feel like doing. I'll see you guys later. Oops. Whoa, what's that? Oh, that's my Sparta skin.